Okay, everyone, welcome to this presentation about a natural medicine cabinet makeover. I don't know whether you can relate to this or not, but when I discovered Shaklee and fell in love with Shaklee, I began replacing a lot of the over-the-counter meds that I used to think I couldn't live without and that I had to have on hand. First of all, I took control of my health and I started feeling better, so I didn't need those medications. But then second of all, I found there were some natural alternatives that were safer, less expensive, and just more effective without any side effects. So I wanted to share with you guys what our medicine cabinet looks like at our house. And I usually keep this variety of products. We live at the beach, and you never know how many friends you have until you have a beach house. And we have a lot of people coming and going and visiting us, which we love, family and friends visiting us here at the beach. But as a result, many people, have different little things that come up and they need something. And rather than me trying to find it in the cabinet or them trying to find me to get it for them, I just keep these things out in a big basket in our living room so that people can pick whatever it is that they need, and in our guest rooms. I keep a lot of these products in our guest rooms as well. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look. First of all, occasionally when folks are traveling, they may run into, or if you've got children in your house or even just adults, from time to time, any of us could run into a bout of nausea. And that feeling, you just sort of feel sick at your stomach and you're not feeling well. It could be brought on by travel. It could be brought on by something that you ate. It could be brought on by a flu bug. Many different reasons. Anxiety can cause that nauseous feeling. Our go-to, hands down, favorite must-have in our house product is Stomach Soothing Complex. If you're familiar with the benefits of peppermint, ginger, and the anise seed, those all work together to soothe and calm your stomach. And this works immediately. I mean, immediately, as soon as you take it, it's very pleasant, small tablets to take, and I just never am without this product. I keep it overstocked in my house because I don't ever want to run out of it. It's such a go-to product for us. It's only 37 cents at retail price per serving. So obviously with your member benefits, it's less than that. And I also keep our performance rehydration drink on hand. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later, especially for children, for grandbabies, for toddlers. If they get sick with some kind of stomach bug or issue, rather than going to Pedialyte, which has sugar and artificial flavors and artificial colors in it, I use our all-natural Shaklee Hydrate drink, and orange happens to be the favorite in our house. The next thing we run into quite a bit is every once in a while somebody will have a headache. And our go-to product for headache is stress relief. We find that stress relief works faster than anything else. Usually it's a tension headache. It could be a sinus headache or something like that. I know a lot of people recommend chewable vitamin C for headaches, and that certainly is an option as well. But if you're not familiar with Shaklee stress relief, it is based on the ashwagandha root, which is a traditional herb. It's called the Indian ginseng, and it looks like a red cherry. And it's designed to blunt the cortisol hormone that happens as a response in your body to stress. This is a non-drowsy tablet, which I love. I actually attribute my weight loss story to stress relief as well. Because cortisol can help your body hold on to weight. And I was in a very high stressed environment, high stress job, and taking stress relief on a regular basis just kept me calm. I keep stress relief not only throughout the house, but also in my car, because occasionally driving creates stress for me, and I want to be cool, calm, and collected. And this also works within 15 minutes, pretty much immediately. And I also encourage for a headache. A lot of times a headache could be an indication of not drinking enough water. So I encourage a lot of water drinking with, of course, our Get Clean water pitcher. But I will also encourage someone that has a headache to drink some of the performance hydration drink. And more than a handful of times, that has made a big difference for people in our household, including myself and my husband, related to headaches. Heartburn. Heartburn is another one that you run into as a family. Of course, the popular over-the-counter, and it begins with a T, little tablet that you chew. You know, it's okay, but it has a bunch of stuff in it that you don't want. So why not take this chewable calcium magnesium from Shaklee, which has twice as much of the effective ingredient of calcium carbonate to help soothe heartburn and indigestion, but it doesn't have any of the stuff that you don't want. It's got a very pleasing natural flavor, but it doesn't have any of the artificial colors or artificial flavors or artificial sweeteners. And again, not expensive, just 42 cents or less per full serving. And you can even take a partial serving and still get more than what you're getting from over the counter there. Occasionally, you know, we might cook something that's got beans or broccoli or cauliflower or some of those things that are good for you, but they could cause some bloating or some gassiness. That can cause some discomfort for children or you. And we keep Easy Jest on hand. Easy Jest is based off of 5 plant-based food enzymes, which help break down you know, the food that you've eaten. And it's best if you take it before the meal, but it even works if taken after the meal. So we keep Easy Jest on hand, and it's a very affordable price too. Again, from a digestive issue standpoint, that seems to be the most frequent things. You might run into someone, or you may have some irregularity or constipation. Of course, first and foremost, drink water. Then we have a natural, and it's one of our top selling products at Shaklee, and has been a top selling product for, I guess, more than 60 years. Our herbal laxative, our natural herb lax. It comes from, the primary active ingredient is senna leaf, which again, obviously is found in nature and helps to engage your colon in its natural process. It is, when taken as directed, it is very gentle. Again, unlike the brands that you see on the market, it does not have a bunch of fillers in it, no artificial sweeteners, no sugar added. It's all of what you want and none of what you don't want. And it is also very natural and very comfortable. So it is not the kind of product where you have to stay close to the restroom. You're able to take it. Usually I encourage someone to take it at night, and then everything should be working regular in the morning. But that is a product we keep on hand, along with a probiotic. Now there's many reasons that you might recommend. Of course, we use a daily probiotic every day. But occasionally we may have a guest that does not. I keep the probiotic on hand, again, to deal with some stomach issues, some stomach upset issues, if they think that it could be something that they ate that's causing them to be sick, or if they're dealing with, you know, some stomach upset issues. Unable to sleep, restlessness, sleeplessness. Again, I recommend stress relief and calcium for helping you calm down, calm your mind, and sleep. But if those things don't work, then gentle sleep is an all-natural formula that is proprietary at Shaklee. It includes the valerian root, which is very popular, very common as a natural aid for sleeping, passion flower, and German chamomile as well to aid in sleeping. So that is the gentle sleep complex. On the flip side of not being able to sleep is occasionally you may feel that you need some additional energy. And additional energy, these are the things that I recommend for that. We've got core energy, and a lot of times this takes the shape of maybe you've been running around busy all day and you've got a dinner to go to that night, or you've got an event to go to that night, and you need a little boost of natural energy. Core energy is fantastic for that. Our family loves having this on hand. You just take 3 of them. It includes some ginseng as well as green tea extract. And a very specific mushroom that again is pesticide free and all natural that helps increase your energy level. So that is a fantastic product. The other one that we keep on hand are our energy chews. Now I love to take these in the morning. Take these in the morning before a workout or before I get started with my day. And the energy chews, they're so much safer and better than these energy drinks. There's a lot of reports and studies going on right now related to the energy drinks where people are, first of all, they've got a lot of harmful ingredients in them. There's been lots of illness and even fatalities related to the energy drinks because of the high levels of caffeine that they have in them, as well as the artificial ingredients. There's been reports that the energy drinks are there's a correlation between causing strokes, and none of those things you want. But occasionally you do need or want an energy boost. So these 2 little chews, they're kind of a lemon lime flavor, and these 2 little chews give you that energy boost. What's in them is caffeine from natural green tea extract, and then you can see the L-theanine, the tyrosine, the B vitamins, and the D vitamins that are in there too. It also sharpens your focus. That is a great product. And I did not include on this slide, but I should have. We keep Shaklee energy tea around the house all the time. We have it available all the time. The pomegranate as well as the green tea. I actually like to drink both mixed together, 1 stick of pomegranate and 1 green tea. What I love about our Shaklee tea is it's easy to just rip open, and the powder you can add to a water bottle. You can drink it hot or cold, and it's just a natural lift. It doesn't give you any kind of a jittery feeling. None of these energy products do. I know and I trust with Shaklee's thorough and rigid testing of their ingredients that there's not going to be any pesticides, which is commonly found in tea that you find in the drugstores, in the grocery stores. They have high levels of lead and high levels of pesticides in them. But I know with Shaklee's that it's just pure tea that we're getting. So hangover cure. Hey, we live at the beach, and sometimes, we're going out or folks are going out and they are looking for a hangover cure. Here is what works for us and what we keep on hand for the family. First of all, one of the reasons that you could get a hangover from alcohol consumption is how your body processes the sugar in the alcohol. Therefore, glucose regulation complex, which helps regulate how your body processes sugar, helps when you might have overindulged in alcohol. So we keep glucose regulation on hand to take that evening before you go to bed. We also are huge believers in hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. One of the reasons that you get headaches from hangovers is because it is a diuretic. Alcohol is a diuretic, and so it causes you to need to be hydrated. It dehydrates you, which causes you to have a headache. So we have a sugar-free, easy, stick that you can use in lemon, lime, or orange to hydrate, or we have our hydrate powder that you can just add and mix up in water. And either one of those are fantastic. I highly recommend those. A couple of other things that are commonly encouraged related to hangovers is vitamin C. And we have an awesome Vitalized Immunity, which is a natural emergency product that's fizzy and just terrific. I'll be explaining more about it later, but we keep that on hand. And vitamin B complex, just because alcohol consumption causes you to have difficulty in absorbing vitamins. Vitamin B complex really speaks to your nervous system and can certainly help. And again, depending on the extent of the hangover, we encourage these things the night that you have had something to drink before you go to bed that night, so that you wake up without a hangover. But if you wake up with the hangover, you can take these, and you also might need stomach soothing complex too, depending on the situation. Cold and flu. We keep Defend and Resist on hand. This is a Shaklee proprietary blend of echinacea, black elderberry, larch tree, and zinc. And those are all known to naturally strengthen your immune system to help you fight off a cold. It's best to take this at the first tickle or the first sneeze of feeling a cold coming on. It is not an antibiotic. So if you have a full-blown sinus infection, this is not going to resolve that. You've got to take an antibiotic or get, go see a doctor with that. But before it turns into a major cold or an infection or anything like that, this can be really preventative and good to have on hand. We also keep that Vitalized Immunity, 16 oranges of vitamin C in one fizzy tablet. Again, it's everything you want and nothing that you do not want. Like the over-the-counter emergency powder. This is designed to just boost your system with vitamin C, but it doesn't have any of the artificial colors, flavors, and sugars and things that are added to it like you would see over the counter. And it is less expensive than what you would find there. I just loved this image, so I went ahead and kept it, even though we have a little bit of new labeling. But alfalfa is such a multifunctional, multi-purpose product, a multitasker, nature's multitasker, as this person called it. We keep alfalfa on hand to help with allergies, especially during this time of year where there's a lot of pollen. Then alfalfa helps to it's a natural antihistamine, so it helps to reduce our response to pollen and to allergens in the air. Alfalfa is also a digestive aid. It can be a mild diuretic, and it alkalizes, which means it can help with bladder irritations or things like that, and an anti-inflammatory. So alfalfa for us is just a common one to have on hand too. Garlic. Garlic is like nature's antibiotic. I mean, we all know that garlic's super strong, and that means that garlic can act antifungal and antibacterial in your system. And of course, Shaklee has the purest form of garlic that they put in this tablet, and it's mixed with spearmint and rosemary, so it's not as unpleasant to take. But yet you get all the benefits of pure, strong garlic. Of course, it can lower blood pressure too, but we do keep garlic on hand for sometimes some antifungal or antibacterial things that may be happening or that we think could be happening as well. We also keep, and I had this happen just last weekend. We had some friends here, and somehow they got a stain on their clothes that they were going to wear before they wore them. And to the rescue, Nature Bright, Shackley's all-natural Nature Bright stain remover, which you can use with the laundry, but you can also use directly on a stain. And this was like a grease oil stain from a car. And I have to tell you, I was every time, I'm so impressed with Nature Bright. I cannot count the number of times that I went into a situation thinking, I'm not really sure if it's gonna get this stain out, and I don't take a before picture, and sure enough, it works like a champ, and it does get the stain out, and I wished I would have had the before picture to go along with it. But Nature Bright works best mixed with hot water. So, you know, in this case, we put a little bit of hot water with a little bit of Nature Bright powder into a little paste and rubbed it onto the garment and let it sit for a little while. We did it over again and let it sit for a little while, and it just worked like a champ, just worked really, really well. This may surprise you. But of course, here at the beach, we run into folks that get sunburn, and we do have a wonderful SPF sunscreen from Shackley that we keep on hand. But in the event that they do get too much sun, Shackley's all-natural, organic, first ever in the world biodegradable cleaning solution is actually fantastic as treating sunburn, taking the redness out of sunburn. It's also fantastic as a hair detangler. I know it's crazy to think that you would put a household cleaner on your face or in your hair, but I'm telling you, it is very effective to do it that way. As a hair detangler, I use the same mixture solution as I do for degreaser. And it's a fantastic hair detangler. It's also a great stain remover. I have had it on hand, and it's been very good as a stain remover as well. So that concludes a medicine cabinet makeover. I could go on and on about some of my favorite things in Shackley. Of course, we keep our snack bars, our snack crisps, and our meal bars on hand, and our protein shakes on hand. We love the value that Shackley brings to our health and to our family and to our guests. But for this presentation, that concludes the highlights of our medicine cabinet. And what I want to encourage you is whoever invited you to this call can help you with a personalized recommendation, not only for some of these targeted products that I shared, but also perhaps whatever your health goals are. There's a free 1-minute health quiz that you can take by phone on your mobile phone, or you can take it at your computer. Very, very easy to do. And for doing so, you'll get some special free offers from Shackley. And like I said, whoever invited you to this call, I encourage you to get back together with them, let them know any questions that you may have, and thank you for joining us.